Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And here we go at Mile High. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Start on the ground. Gallup. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Herbert now off the play fake. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down. It's still a very good game. They picked up 12, third and short.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
On third and one, it's Herbert. That's caught for the first. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Completed to his running back. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on fourth down.
5-9. Let's go. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Let's go.
Now Herbert again. He finds Adams, complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
A gain of 15. First down, Chargers.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
Delta.
Play action now for Herbert. Connects with Adams again. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal.
A gain of
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
At the 2-yard line.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Dowdle. Will take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Brooks now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. And his first offering of the game lines up incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Shotgun snap to Nix. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. 1st and 10 from the 43. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Offense up to the line fast.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Nix from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left with 4th down here. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Here we go on 4th. Nix. He's got it to his running back. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. We keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And they take this in for the score. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Broncos start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's the give to Dowell. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Herbert from the gun. Left side cut by Lazar. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the 6.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10, Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Quarterback with his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it in the double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Connection made to Hollins. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
1st down, Los Angeles.
It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Shotgun give now to Dowell. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Offensive line fast.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Escapes out to the left. He's going to keep it this time. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Out of the gun, it's Nix. It's his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Escapes the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here's Nix to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that third down stop.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. You're going for it. It's Nix. Forced out to his right. He's making a bid for it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. Makes the tackle. He hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory. Offense in the hurry up here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
Nix off the play action. Rolling out to his left. Now he takes it. He'll get out of bounds after a small gain. This one goes for 3 yards. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
He stopped at the 31-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 9.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group is pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
So Reed the give to McCaffrey. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Nix, quick out wide, complete. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Shit it!
Broncos, first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Olay! Hey, Sean, let's go! Kill!
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. McCaffrey has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Broncos get get some late points and the lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Reed now to kick this one away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. From the pistol, it's Herbert. On the move, headed right. That throw behind his intended target.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Quick slant to his arm. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Throwing now, Herbert. Has his man cut by Andrews. And they make the tackle at the 38. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away. Herbert throwing again. Completed to his running back. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Now Herbert again. A solid gain there, Brock. It's still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try to field goal right now. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Here's Herbert. For the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you've got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
One last play before the break. Throwing here just before halftime. Intercepted in the end zone. Justin Reed has the INT. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
And goes to the hurry up here.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Nix from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It goes to the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Jefferson on the tackle.
Throwing here, Nix. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. DJ Reed brings him down that time.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. But a short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They're long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Chargers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This one's to Andrews out right. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Offense in a hurry up here. Herbert now off the play fake. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Working quickly here. First and 10. Here's Herbert. Hits his running back. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set. First and 10. Herbert. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you're going to more interceptions.
Offense up to the line fast. 3rd down run with Dowdle. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal. Dowdle. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Wallace with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. On the ground, begin the drive with McCaffrey. And that effort yields in about 3 yards there. Second down. Offense to the line fast.
4 yards on the pickup.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up third down. Looking quickly here.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Now Nick's on third down. He puts some juice on a deep throw. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Chargers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Play action now for Herbert. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Pressure coming, and they take him down. Offense in the hurry up here. Herbert here, third and long. Trying for the deep ball. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Fourth and forever coming up. Looking to throw. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
Nick's quick out wide, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
12 yards. And the Broncos first down.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second
Out of the gun, it's Nick's.
at the 29-yard line.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
On third down, here's Nick's. Chased out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And on 4th and 10, they aren't moving. They're going for this.
To the right, yeah. Bombers. Olay.
Looking to throw. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal. Only one quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the fourth. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up first and goal. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes second and goal. Draw play. This is McCaffrey. Not much doing up the middle there, so he bounced it outside, earning about 4 on that carry. And goes to the hurry up here.
A gain of 5 yards brings up
Third and goal. Here's Nix. He rolls to his right. And this nearly got there, but he hit the sideline just short. This is going to be fourth and about a yard to go.
a gain of 4 yards.
But once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Well, a field goal would break this tie, Brock, but the offense is staying out there. It's fourth and goal. They're going to try to throw for it. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a fourth-quarter lead. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 14.
Reed now to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Offside cut by Lazar. And he'll get it up to the 44. It goes to the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Herbert from the gun. That's brought in by Lazar. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Chargers first down.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Brought in right side. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz, and he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Back to throw it. That one's complete right side. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Offense in a hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Complete out to the right side. And they bring him down around the 34. Working quickly here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Herbert with a blitz coming. Completed to his running back. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First and 10 on the 24-yard line.
Man in motion here. Throwing on first is Herbert. And he gets back to the line, but no more. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up second and 9.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. Third down.
And it's third down.
He'll throw it. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers cut it to a point late in this one. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Brooks now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Oh, my set. Ready. Bombers. Go.
Here he is to throw. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
They've got first down here from the 36. Putting a receiver in motion. The inside gives to Dowdle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
This is Dowdle on second down. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though. Timmy Brown gets a gain of 5. Third down coming up. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Broncos go with a dime look here on third down. Here he is to throw. Passes man, it's cut by Andrews. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
First and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
I sold.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Whoa. Hey. Let's go. 5-9. Go.
Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal. He'll look to throw it. Drops back. Needs an open man. So a timeout's taken. Just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Everything now resting on this try from Brandon Aubrey. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. It's second and goal. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
The kick is good. He got it. And it's a game winner on the final play of the regular season. So the Chargers take this one on the road. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season, ending things on a good note and getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments and make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chargers, as we'll see you next time from Denver.